All right. Hello, guys. My name is Adil Keri. I am the Step Success Coordinator this year, and I am here with three amazing staff members of the Boerigter Center. If we can go ahead and start introducing ourselves, just say what is your name, title, and role. And Yoli, would you like to start?
I can start. My name is Yoli Vega, and I'm on staff at the Boerigter Center for Calling and Career. I am one of the senior academic and career advisors. I got ahead of myself in my thoughts. So really excited to get to know you, meet you, work with you this year. And that's my role at the Boerigter.
Rose?
Well, thanks again for inviting us to this meeting. My name is Rose Rodriguez, and I work for the Boerigter Center for Calling and Career, as well as the Alumni and Family Engagement Departments. I serve as the office assistant. I'm also the liaison to the CDI, as well as admissions.
And Amanda?
Hi, I'm Amy Freehafer. I also work at the Boerigter Center. I am the other half of Yoli, so I'm a senior academic and career advisor. That's my formal title. What I actually call myself is the I don't know what to do with your life person, because those are the conversations that I typically have. So if you're one of those people, I look forward to meeting with you.
All right. So if you guys can briefly tell me how long you guys have been working at Hope.
I am a Hope grad, so that was in 1988, and then I've been working at the college for about 30 years now in different capacities, different offices over the years.
I've been working with Hope for about a little over 2 years now.
Wow. And Amy?
Like Yoli, I'm also a Hope alum a long time ago, and I just started my 9th academic year here at Hope. I was part of the Career Development Center and then came over when we shifted into the Boerigter Center for Calling and Career 2 years ago.
Now, what I want to ask you guys is, what do you guys enjoy most about your work here at Hope and in the Boerigter Center?
I would say it's definitely working with the students and meeting them as they enter Hope. And they enter this journey of discerning and looking at, exploring what their life calling might be. I just enjoy the opportunity to listen, to see what they're thinking, and to be able to connect them with resources that we have through the office and beyond. That's the highlight of every day, is all of the individual conversations that we get to have with students.
Say it's similar. I'm sure it's going to be similar to the other ladies, where I enjoy seeing that aha moment when a student has that's what I am made to do. That's what gives me drive and passion. Like when you see that happen for somebody, or they start to round that corner, like, this is me. I love that moment. And I also love the ability to network people in departments to say, how can we make the Hope experience a better experience all across the board?
Yeah, definitely. And Amy?
Yeah, even though we're virtual these days in appointments, my favorite piece is really that one-on-one connect or group connect with students. Like a lot of you guys, I didn't know what I wanted to do when I came to Hope. And so I think that really has driven me in the work that I do, is wanting to kind of walk alongside people who are in that moment, because I do remember what that was like. I even had that experience in grad school. I have a master's in social work, and now I'm in higher education. So didn't see that one coming even not so long ago. So I think it's understanding and relating to like what that feels like, and wanting to be a part of the process and just to walk alongside students. I feel like it's a privilege for us to be invited to walk alongside students as they explore like major and career discernment.
And I know, Amy, you talked about this a little, but even though you guys went online and it's virtual, you guys have been very useful. You guys have been still connecting students. And I know this from personal experience. I've been working on my resume this summer, and I've had at least 3 meetings with Amanda. And it's been like, I just want you guys to each speak upon like, what is the vital function of the department? Yoli, you can start first.
Yeah. I think it connects to both what Amy and Rose have shared so far, is really coming alongside students from when they get there to graduation and even as alums. It's really providing resources, services, ways to get them connected, to keep growing and learning. We do not expect everybody to have everything figured out all the time, all at once. And I think a lot of times students feel that. And we want to be able to come alongside and say, this is a process. And if we can help you determine what those next steps are for you, this is a resume season this summer. For down the road, it might be an internship. After that, it might be a mock interview. So whatever that student needs at that moment, at that part of the journey, that's what we want to come alongside and help. And we have an incredible team of people who have expertise in different areas to help with that.
I would say something very similar to what Yoli said. One of our main focuses is to discern, prepare, and pursue for your career and your life. And I think starting at this point in your journey, I think when you start and you may not know necessarily everything that you want to do in your life, but we're here to help you with that. And knowing that that's a process that you're not just going to do during this season of your life, but you're going to continue to do throughout your life. So we want to make sure that you have the steps down well. So we see that as our vital role, our vital function of our department to help you get those steps down well so that you know this is normal, especially during this time of very pretty turbulent, especially as far as the job market. We want to help you navigate that well. So that's a vital function of our department.
And I think just to kind of highlight too, since all of you are coming into Hope, and I think sometimes as first year students, you think, oh, this isn't for me yet. Wrong. We actually want to interface with you right now. Like you can probably attest to the fact that the sooner the better, right? As a student. So I think a lot of students aren't sure like how as a freshman they would interact with our office. So typically you're going to meet with Yoli or myself, and you don't even have to know what it is you need to ask. Like both of us are happy to kind of have a conversation with you and help you know and put a plan together about where would I start engaging with Boerigter right now? How can we help you where you are now? And then what does that plan look like throughout your time? So I think it's so important for first year students to understand that we want to like walk alongside you right from the get-go. I call them frequent flyers. We love them in our office. Those are reoccurring students. We would love it if students were touching base with us every year that they're here at Hope. We think that that's actually the way to be successful in your next step. So I think, you know, absolutely what Yoli and Rose are both saying, but I think to lean into, you know, first year students coming in right now, like please hear us say, we really want to engage with you right now and help you with wherever you are in that season, like Yoli said.
Definitely. And I know we might have a lot of freshmen, like Amy said, who might be thinking about, oh, I would like to engage with them, with the Boerigter Center. So what should students know about your department? Like in what ways can like they get help they need, or just in general, what should students, the freshmen, know about the department?
I'll go ahead and touch on the website, and then if everybody wants to take a component after that, but that would be one place definitely, is to check out the Boerigter website. We have a ton of resources there, even guides to help with resumes or how you get ready for interviews, exploring different majors. People, that's a great place to start and say, well, I think I might be interested in this and maybe in this, but being able to check out the website is a really good way to start. And then that will lead you to a way that you can schedule to meet with us. So I'll leave that to Rose if you want to touch on Handshake.
Yeah, gladly. Handshake is the program that we use to schedule our appointments and to let you know about events that are coming up and opportunities, internships. So you'll want to get a Handshake account right away. And you can do that through our website as well. There's a link on that page as well to get a Handshake account. You'll want that throughout your experience, even as an alum, because it will be your connection point to the college. And I encourage you as much as possible, utilize the resources that we have. In fact, I think it's just started, but we have a new Instagram as well. And we're on Facebook. So those are great resources for you as well.
And you're going to naturally touch base with us through a session that you'll see through your first year seminar class. You're already engaging with us, hopefully, because you've taken the Clifton Strengths Finder assessment tool that we invite all first year students to take coming in. Yoli and I debrief those with students so we can start even engaging there. But I think it's just important to know that even if our office doesn't look like there's bodies in it, because it's an open space, we are all working remotely so that we can be as safe as possible with each other and with students. But we're here virtually for you. And so we have been doing virtual appointments since March, and feeling relatively comfortable with it, other than when my Wi-Fi has a glitch, which has only happened twice in 5 months. I probably just jinxed myself, so I'm going to knock on some wood here. But please hear us say that, like, we are ready to serve you. And the cool thing about the integration with Handshake is it is enmeshed with our calendars. So a student can go in at 11:30 at night when we are probably sleeping, and actually find an appointment time that works for them, and it freezes it on our calendar. So no matter when you go in, if you see a time that's available in there, because it'll show you everything available for that type of appointment and the different staff who can do that, like once you submit that you would like that time, it holds it on our calendar so that when we come back in, we approve it and we can see your notes. So that's the other piece that I think it's important to know is with Handshake, you can access us and set up appointments at your leisure. So hopefully you're not up at 2 a.m, but if you are, you can still make an appointment with us at that time.
We are on campus. We would love to have you come visit us there. We are located on the main floor of the DeWitt Center. So if you go by the mailroom or headed to the mailroom, you will walk by our office space. So just so that you know, in the future, that's where you will be able to find us, hopefully soon.
Definitely, yeah. So as a freshman, once I do decide that I want to engage with the Boerigter Center, and I do decide that I want to come, so what can I expect, and what does student support look like within the Boerigter Center?
It will depend on the type of appointment that students sign up for. As I shared, we have an incredible team and everybody has different areas of expertise. And so depending on what the student is needing, the support will look different. Because if it's exploring careers, Amy and I will share about different resources that students can use after they leave our conversation and our time together. If it's strengths related, we're going to pull up their report and talk through that with them, and then maybe send follow-up resources. If they're looking for a mock interview, Dale's going to ask them to prepare for that in a different way. And so it just really depends on what the students are needing. And then we come alongside to help meet that need. But the support is in that moment, but then we'll continue after that.
And I also wanted to add, all of these options aren't something that they have need to know automatically. Once you create that Handshake account, it will give you, you'll put in that you're a freshman, and it will give you the options specific to your class year. So you won't have all of the options that you would have throughout your 4 years. You'll have the one specific to your class year. And that's so great that you'll have like a concise ability to find out, to pinpoint the needs that you're having. And it actually has a description there. Say if you want a mock interview, well, what does that entail? What do you need to prepare for that, so that you understand what you're signing up for?
Students don't need to know even specifically. If you select one of the appointments types and you put a note in there about what you want to talk about and you aren't even sure if that's the right type, we'll correct that. We just want you to go in and make an appointment. And the note that you send to us will help us know like what we should prepare for. One of the new things that we're doing this coming year is what we call blended appointments, because, and Yoli and I are very accustomed to them because our appointment types often will have multiple facets to it. We might talk about strengths, we might talk about majors, and depending on where the student is in that day even, which could be different from when they make the appointment, we'll move in and out. But now all of our appointments are going to do that. So if you came in thinking primarily resume, but you're also wondering about cover letter or even social media presence, like we are now prepared to be able to navigate more things with you in that moment. So a student could make an appointment for 7 days out based on their schedule. but maybe in that 7 days, they figured some stuff out. So now what they want to talk about is something different. That's okay. Don't cancel. Still come and see us, and we'll help make sure that you know what are the best next steps, even where you are right now. So I think the biggest message is just go in there, pick one of those appointments, write us a nice note. The likelihood of you starting with Yoli or myself is probably pretty high. Or if, because now you know who we are, we don't seem scary, please go ahead and select us, because we will help you no matter what you want to talk about. But we'll make sure that you know what are good next steps and who you should continue to meet with, and what that's going to look like.
Definitely. My next question was going to be, how can students connect with you? But I think you guys covered that extensively throughout the interview. So is there anything else as a concluding thing that any of you guys would like to add?
Sure. I just wanted to say that if they wanted to email us any specifics, they could email careers@hope.edu, careers@hope.edu.
Add the reminder, come early and come frequently. We want to see you as many times as possible during your 4 years.
Yep. Thank you so much, guys. The freshmen, thank you. The Student Step Success Program, thanks you guys. And I personally thank all of you for coming here and letting us know what the Boerigter Center does. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great day.